There is no reason other than I wanted to, and that is my use of free will. Hi guys, my name is Mags. Welcome back to my channel. I am so happy you are here. Today we will be doing a recap of my 10-week lock-in. I will be putting the full playlist right here. Just basically going over what I did, why I did it, and obviously results of this 10-week situation. So starting with, why did I do this? I did this because I wanted to, and I've been wanting to do this for a while. Just basically get more into shape just to see if I could. You don't have to do this. This was self-inflicted by myself, so you don't have to. This is not peer pressure. Do whatever you want, but this is something that I've been wanting to do because it's so hard to get into shape with like everything that's going on in life right now. I feel like there's always an excuse for like why I can't do it. I like somebody's birthday, I have a trip, like I want to make something delicious, like there's always something in the way. So coming into the new year, I decided, okay, I want to do this for myself 10 weeks just to prove that I could. And I did. Honestly, there is no reason other than I wanted to. And that is my use of free will. So a couple things I did, there were probably 3 areas I can narrow this into of what I focused on. The first one is obviously exercise. Full disclosure, I did work out before I started this, so it's not like I went into the gym completely new. What I did do was, however, commit myself to at least 5 days in the gym every week. So that would be alternating between upper body and lower body. Instead of just like kind of putting myself to the whim of what I felt that day of going to the gym, I actually locked down and said, hey, you right there, go to the gym. And I did. The next one that I committed myself to was just getting more movement during the day. And I accomplished this by committing myself again to 8,000 steps or more a day. So you may ask, how do I do that? Well, I have a handy dandy walking pad under my desk. And that made it easy so that during the work day, I could just like turn it on and mind off, brain off, just walk, take meetings, type. Otherwise, on the weekends, I had to make sure I got out into the real world and like walk around, which is admittedly a little hard because on the weekends, sometimes all I want to do is rot, and I am a homebody at heart. However, it did give me a very good excuse to go and explore nature, touch grass, look at San Francisco. I think there are worse places in the world to explore, and San Francisco is not too bad. The last area of focus was, most importantly, diet. I will say that this is probably where I struggled on and focused on the most. And if you are trying to either build muscle, gain weight, lose weight, this is the making breaking situation. So I used an app, it's called MacroFactor, that basically told me how many calories, how much protein I should be aiming for every day based off my weight trends. And I'm not gonna lie, I came to hate this app simply because it told me I can only have 1,200 to 1,300 calories every single day. But that's not the worst part. It also told me I had to commit to 110 to 120 grams of protein every day. Now, you may say that sounds like a lot. That's because it is to somebody who does not focus on protein. So especially at the beginning of this 10-week project, I had a really hard time trying to squeeze in all those grams of protein for that wee bit of calories. So coupled with that, I had to sacrifice eating out as much. So like a lot of the times I'd like to go out with friends, go eat dinners, and I just couldn't do that. And sometimes when I hang out with friends, I felt really guilty not partaking in that social aspect or limiting myself because I felt like, it felt weird, but I stayed pretty locked in. I also started making more protein focused recipes and got really good at that. So it became easier once I found those staple recipes to stick with that window. Also, because we couldn't eat out as often, we just ended up cooking a lot more at home and made a lot of really delicious meals. Another thing that we allowed ourselves during this 10 weeks was 2 cheat meals. This actually made it so I had something to look forward to as a treat instead of just a 10-week strict lock-in. I'm sure somebody could do it. Somebody out there, somebody far stronger than I. However, I couldn't, so I allowed myself 2 cheat meals. And even with those cheat meals, I was able to make the progress that I did. If you are trying to do this thing, just be kind to yourself. Know that like a couple cheat meals here and there, especially in moderation, is totally fine and might actually help you and keep you motivated. So speaking about motivation, I want to talk about some of the challenges I had during this time. And I would say the biggest one I had was being okay with, I wouldn't say failure, but non-linear progress, especially around the halfway point of this lock-in. I started stagnating and not losing as much weight. And I found myself so frustrated and speaking really negative thoughts and saying, oh, I'm not trying hard enough. I'm not being strict enough. I'm not working out enough. I just got so angry at myself and not forgiving myself. I found that I was basically my biggest hater. And when this happened, I had to like actively take a step back and be like, hey, it's okay. This is not the end of the world. Gaining a few pounds, losing a few pounds, it's just part of the progress. I was just basically brainwashing myself and trying to make myself believe this. And at first, I didn't believe it. I did not believe I was doing a good job, but I kept telling myself, it's okay. I'm doing a good job. I'm trying my best. I'm sticking to it. It's okay. And over time, I started to believe this. So if you guys ever do this and find yourself thinking that you should just give up, brainwash yourself. I'm not even gonna lie. Just tell yourself that you can do it, and low-key half the time could work. Another point of contention with my body is
the amount of protein
is not conducive to movement in the slightest. So if you guys do this again, make sure you guys get enough fiber. That's something I learned halfway through. I do have a bloat called Tabitha. She's just such a girthy girl that I have named her. And I've noticed that she made her presence more frequent and the duration was longer when I did not have enough fiber. So that was rough. I don't want people to think that there's like a shortcut to this because it took me 10 weeks, right? And that was with me being really, really hard on myself. There's not really a shortcut to this. If people try to tell you that, hey, you should take this pill or like diet suppressant, this,
don't believe them. I don't think it works.
like you guys can read the research out there. I actually had somebody reach out to me to try their product and promote it. It's like a detox like tea. I thought about it because honestly that's so exciting, but I'm not gonna lie, I did think about it. I was like, wait, that's like kind of cool. But I don't really want somebody to come across my channel and think that they can't do this on their own without the help of whatever that is. Because also like I don't even know what they're asking me to ask you to put into your bodies, right?
I don't really know what I'm trying to say.
I'm just saying, guys, I believe in you. You can do it. If somebody's trying to sell you on something, don't take it. They're a stranger with candy, and I will not be part of those strangers that will give you candy. So obviously, I'm sure you guys are very curious about the results, and I will put the before and the after up on the screen. At the beginning, I started at 131.6 and I ended at 121.6, so a nice round 10 pounds over 10 weeks. I'm not sure I can really see a difference. Can you guys let me know if you can? Aesthetically, like I see much of a difference, but I think there's definitely a change in my mindset of, oh wow, I can actually do this. I am really happy I did this for myself just to prove that I could, because I am, again, my own biggest hater, and I had for a long time believed I never could. And I'm glad I proved her wrong, because she's just a hater. Thanks so much for watching this video. And if you guys have watched my other videos, thanks so much for watching those. If you guys hope to see more videos from me in the future, please like, comment, subscribe. All three if possible. But if only one, do one. And I will see you guys next time. Bye guys!